Dear author and colleague, I welcome you to this short tutorial. My name is Valentina Gutierrez, and today I will explain how to record your presentation in Zoom, as well as give you some tips and advice to make your recording in the best possible way. Before we begin, please make sure you have already downloaded and correctly installed the Zoom program. In case you have not done this yet, you can go to our official website, www.wct2021.com/recording-tutorial to check the instructions for this part of the process and then come back here. To start, you must open the Zoom application. For this, you can search among your applications, or in this case, it is already in your taskbar or desktop, you can just click on it directly. A window will pop up with 4 options. You have to select the new meeting option in order to start a meeting. Once your new meeting is opened, the program will ask you if you want to join with a computer audio. Please select this option. Once you have accepted, move your mouse over the window to make the tool panel appear, which by default will be on the lower part of the screen unless you have moved it on another occasion. Now we will check some of the buttons that appear in this tool panel. The first two are the audio and video options. As you may see right now, my audio is on, but my video is off, which is indicated by a red line over the camera symbol. To activate your camera, just click over the camera symbol. And the same goes for the audio. If you want to activate or deactivate, please just click on the microphone symbol. Next, we have the record button, which will allow you to start the recording, but we will come back at this later. The remaining 4 symbols are related to functions that you may use in a meeting with more people and will not be necessary for today's purpose, so please ignore them. Finally, we have the share screen button, which allows you to share your computer screen partially or completely. First, select this option to open a new window with options. The first one on the upper left corner is screen, which means you will share all the content that you have opened or programs that are active. If you select this option, we recommend you to only have open your presentation so you do not accidentally share any other screen. If you want to share one specific program or window in your computer, please be sure that this is already open before you select the screen option. Otherwise, it won't appear as a choice. As you see in our case, we only have the tutorial presentation opened. Also, if your presentation includes any kind of video or sound, be sure to select the Share Sound option. Whatever the option you decide to take, please select it and then click on the Share button. After you start sharing, a floating button will appear at the top of the screen. The green part will indicate your screen sharing, and at its right, you will find the Stop Share button. Unless you have made any changes in previous Zoom sessions, a small camera window will appear at the upper right of the screen. You can move this window by clicking on it and then dragging it to its new location. We recommend you to move it at the absolute top of the screen like this. You will also notice that the tool panel has disappeared from its previous location. To activate it, you only have to move your mouse over the You Are Sharing Screen button, and it will appear on top of the screen attached to it. As you can see, you will find some new previously checked options and some new ones like Pause Share and more. If you go to the More button, a list of different options will be displayed, including the Record option. Before you select this option, make sure that you're sharing your presentation and that your camera window is not interfering or covering any content. In case this happens, please readjust the content of your presentation. One recommendation that we have in order to avoid your camera covering any content of your presentation is to leave an empty space at the upper right side of your slides, around 1/5 of the slide. Also, you should consider leaving an empty space of 1/4 of the slide. This proportion may vary depending on the size of your screen, but it is a good point of reference to start with. To be sure that you do not have any problems with this issue, we recommend you to do a quick test with your presentation in full screen mode, checking every slide so you can adjust them accordingly. After you have checked your slides, come back to the Record option. and click on it. A red dot will appear on the side of You Are Sharing Screen button once it starts recording. If you want to stop the recording, you will have to go to More. Here, you will find both options to pause the recording and to stop the recording. The first one allows you to pause and then continue the same recording, as long as you do not exit the Zoom meeting. The second one ends the recording. If you start recording again during the same meeting, it will create two different videos. Therefore, we recommend you to use the pause option if you need to take a break and stop only when your presentation is complete. Once you have finished your presentation, please take a few seconds before ending the Zoom meeting. To exit, go again to the More button and click on the End option. After you have closed the Zoom meeting, a window will pop up in your screen, indicating that the recording is being processed and transformed into a file. If you click on the Stop Converting button, it will stop the process and you will have to record everything again. When it finishes, a new window will open. In this folder, you will find 3 files, 2 audio only, and the last one, the MP4 file that you will have to send us. The file is usually just called Zoom plus a number, so you will have to change it to indicate your abstract number and title. In case this folder does not open automatically for you, or if you want to check the file later, you can find it in documents/Zoom/name and date of the meeting when you record it, in case of Windows, and in Finder/Documents/Zoom for iOS devices. Before we finish this tutorial, we would like to mention 4 important things that you should consider in order to make your recording in the best way possible. First, your PowerPoint presentation. Remember to check that all the information is legible on the screen and that your camera window does not cover any content. Illumination and surroundings. Choose a place and time of the day where you have enough light so your image is clear. Also, consider using a blank wall to avoid distractions for the audience. Avoid open windows or doors. Sound. Please make sure that you are in a quiet space and that you will not be interrupted during the recording session. Check for any other sounds that might interfere with what you're saying, such as an outside noise from an open window. Also, we recommend you make a test recording to check if your voice is at a good volume. Finally, time management. To make sure that you respect the 15 minutes of the recording, please consider rehearsing 1 or 2 times before making the final recording. We hope that this tutorial has given you all the information that you may need for your recording. In case you still have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. The WCTE 2021 Secretariat is always willing to help our colleagues and authors in whatever they may need. Looking forward to watch your presentations and see you virtually in August 2021.